Welcome back to Fun Media, and today let's have fun. Let's go play with effects. So if you are hesitating to buy the software because you're really a special effect fans, today what I'm gonna do most likely is go with this little button right here called FX. It's in the effects, and I'll just give you a little tour of all those artistic, and I'll show you a couple. And the new blue, of course, they're a major part of the effects. So of course with Pinnacle Studio you can also go right here when you double click and you have the properties, correction, color. There's all kind of effect. Of course there's the effect button. There's effect like with a pan and zoom, or if you right click you'll have tons of things that you can do. You can reverse your video, you can make it slower, you can make it faster, you can adjust the color, which is kind of also an effect, because in effect you have color right here. But I'm mostly what I'm going to do is show you guys the FX section right here, because if you need a color correction effect, I already have a tutorial on that. Here for green screen I have a tutorial on that, so just for that one, mostly we will have a look at cool effects that are right here using those videos. Let's start it. All right, so let's go in the top 2D and 3D. So all of those, mostly what you're gonna know first is when you see two line, like right here, falling crystals, or there's a lot of them that has a two line, pretty much all of them right now. If you click on it, this means you can have this kind of effect, all right, but more detailed, all right, like a title GPU. There's not one, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, all right. And so every time with Pinnacle Studio, just for a quick tutorial here, if you like an effect, what you can do, if you want to try it, just play the button right here and you see what kind of effect it's doing, all right. And if you like it, you just drag and drop. See, it has changed the video. And if you don't like it, you right click, go in effect, delete, and that's it. Then you come back. Okay. Artistic. I won't go to all of them, by the way. That is way too much. Okay, artistic. So I have clouds, maybe. Let's play with the fire right here, okay? Then I'll show you something. So you got tons of fire, so let's just go with windy fire maybe, or just plasma fire maybe. So of course right now all you can see pretty much is only the fire. But remember something, with Pinnacle Studio, everything you click and you select, you can modify. So then double click on it, come back to this effect button right here, and see you have your fire right here that you can change. You get tons of setting, color, and everything. Of course you have the keyframe. I have a tutorial in my channel with the keyframe if you want to change some stuff right here, right here, right here. See, I'm moving the timeline, it's moving right here. Then you could use those little button right here to modify. If you want your fire to start here and stop here, just add a keyframe here and here. You can play with that, but I already did a keyframe tutorial, so I won't do that today. Right now I'm still just playing with the effects, so you can just change some stuff, the kind of fire. All right, windy fire, see, it's like there's a wind. But once again, maybe you'd like to see the people that are there. So everything, like I said, that you can put there, you can modify. Okay, you can modify the position, you can modify the size, the height. Right here would be really good. Then at least you can see a bit of who's there. Right, the texture, All right, from what kind of thing? A bit of smoke above. All right, the color, maybe the animation of your fire. What kind of animation you want, it faster, slower? So there's tons of things that you can modify. So I'm showing it to you right now, right here on the effect when you double click on it, that you can modify it. So of course now I'm gonna show you guys more effect right here, but of course not every time I'm gonna double click on it and show you that you can modify it. You kind of understand how it works right now, so that's more important. Okay, so I'll just delete that. So in the artistic thing, of course, there's tons of cool thing. All right, let's continue. So audio effect, I won't go much right now on audio, because yes, audio effect are effect, but I'll do one more tutorial one day on audio effect only, or just audio stuff, because there's audio right here, audio ducking right here, and these audio effect. But it's more like just real quick. So for audio effect right now, this is not the sound that you're gonna put right here. It's just to show you like the beat that you want to add to your video. All right, so you just click on it on your video. So of course it's audio, so it won't change your image, but it would change your audio. So you don't really feel the difference right here. But let's say there's a big boom, 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 boom going on. Then of course the wind, because right now we hear some winds because the people are outside. The wind will go more like, all right, just following your audio effect that you're choosing. Delete all. Let's continue. Camera effect. All right, camera effect. So it's those effects are more like, let's say your cameraman is filming and he's not moving. So let's say like a really good example right here is the earthquake. All right, so the earthquake, let's just put one. So now the camera is going to act like you have an earthquake. So of course you would have to think about your subject, and when you give them their acting like direction, you would be like, okay, you just act like there's an earthquake and everything. And then of course you would have the earthquake effect, which is kind of nice. And let's go see it. See, it's like there's an earthquake. And once again, you can modify that. So if I would double click on it, you could have more like a bigger earthquake or smaller earthquake. You know, you see how it works. So I'll just delete that. Some lenses, like making a fake sun maybe because they're outside. So I would put that sun maybe right here. All right. So you got tons of camera stuff. Let's continue. Color, I don't really need to do that. All right, sepia, you know, all those kind of color. I already did some color correction stuff. Font effects, turbulence. Whoo! So I don't know why I would need that, but it's there. Here, that's for most likely green screen, so I did that already on another video. Oh, let's start with the new blue effect. Right here, film camera. So in the film camera, a good example I want to show you is electrical storm. All right, you can see the preview. So I'll just put that one right here. So imagine, of course, right now there's a couple of clouds in here. So let's say they're playing outside and boom, there's an electrical storm, which is kind of cool. All right. So you got tons of add-on you can put. Film damage. So the film damage is what kind of old maybe camera you're filming with. See? That's really popular if you want to do kind of an old movie but with a good camera. Same thing again, Film Express, but like very, very, very old film or any kind of weird camera that they use in the 50s or in the 60s. You know, they got all of them. All right. So of course, the good thing here would be just try all of them, and then you'll find the one that fits your need. Oops. Film Pros. Changing, like, once again, the type of movie. All right. So for that section, you kind of see what's the purpose of the first section of New Blue. New Blue Stabilizer, that one, let's say your cameraman is really, really bad, all right? So for that camera, of course, it was kind of good. So it sees here, it says New Blue Stabilizer analysis required. So let's say your cameraman's really bad and it's shaking like that. All right, so it's gonna analyze your movie and try to make it more stable. So you got all kinds of stabilizer. All right, if you need it, that's there. Chroma key is for green screen, color correction, color swap, lens correction. So lens correction if you're filming with your phone but you don't have any lens that you can put on it. You got all kinds of lenses that would modify your video. All right. Of course, then after that, double click on it and you would adjust any kind of effect that you want to put there. Letterbox, if you want this kind of movie look with the both line right here, the black lines up and down, can put it there. And of course, another way to do it would be with the crop. Okay, you just crop a little here, then you have your two black line. So for those one, I'll just switch for the next one. New Blue Video Essential 3. More contrast, more boosters. It's more like small adjustment for your video, or you can split screen. All right, just like that. So for that one, I would maybe put this one on this video, but have another video below it. Then I would probably choose another one. Then I would have a top of video or bottom of another video maybe. New Blue Essential 4. Day for night. So like this video right here, all the people, you see it's day. So you could switch the day for nights. All kinds of days are being switched for nights. I'll just try one. See, it's trying to switch dot for dawn maybe right here. So if you don't like it, you can just try another one. This one's really, really, really dark. But once again, I could go in the effect deeper and try to adjust it exactly the way I want. That's the thing that I really, really like about that software. Fish eyes. Try just one for fun. Boom. What else? Reflection is kind of a mirror. Then it's gonna affect more than just your video. It's gonna affect the entire screen, depending on the one that you put. See right here. Then you can have some little text right here and make kind of a cool intro or stuff like that. So of course, right now, see, I've put two. So I'll just for that one double click on it. I'm in the effect. So reflection, I could change my reflection, right? And of course, if I want, I could put more than one effect because you're not limited. Let's say film camera. No, maybe not film camera. Film damage. That one, once again. See, there's two effect. So both of them are going to be here. I got film damage, reflection, and one more reflection, but they're not the same kind of reflection exactly. All right. See, that's change. All right. Delete all. Let's go back to normal. And let's continue a little deeper. Time clock. If you want to put all kinds of clocks. Right? All kind of clock on your video and make them work. Of course, you can make them work. No problem with that. Background generator. So background, let's say you're filming a subject on green screen and you would like that background, but you don't want to see them. Like sometimes in the movies, the background's blur or something like that. So it's more like a background generator. So you would have your subject real clear right here that you've put on green screen, and then you get rid of the green with your chroma key here, and then boom, you have this kind of background that you would adjust, maybe less blur or stuff like that. So that's background generator. You got all kinds of thing here that you could work your background and make your subject in the front of your camera look better. Old TV, which is all kind of old TV. So first we had a old kind of film look, and then old TV, and then it's way too much for that. We don't see the subject anymore. That's depending of the film that you're doing. You know, there's something for everything. So look at that. There's so many effects here that you can do. As crazy. Once again, Chroma Key Pro, more deeper green screen stuff, or blue screen. Tiles. See, all kind of stuff right here, making a kind of, I don't know, maybe a futuristic movie. It all goes with your imagination, eh? It's really with that. So right now I'm just going a little faster just to show you a bit of what's available. All right. Oh, I got one that's really interesting that will come. All right, so I just went in Touchups. With Touchups, if you don't like yourself or maybe need more makeup or stuff, of course this lady doesn't need it, but just to show you, if you put that effect, so it's gonna try to, it's really doing like very small adjustment, but sometimes for your skin, you know, and there's one that's called Skin Touchup. So in the Touchup, yeah, there's a lot of things. Of course, there's more than the skin that you can touch up, but your image, little touch up for better looking stuff. It's real cool. Paint effect. Of course, if you're doing a cartoon or oil painting cartoon, maybe. Trying to adjust what kind of painting that you're using. And there is also that one in a paint effect that's called cartoon. It's more like design with another kind of pen or pencil, I don't know. Alright, I just thought of something. I told you guys about the skin touch up and I was looking for it. So I just forgot. Really, really, really easy way to find something that you're looking for. So you just go in Effect All. All right, FX, Effect All. They're all there, and just write Skin. See, Skin Touchup. So it would be a lot better if you're looking really for skin improvement. All right. So if you're looking, let's just try one more. Crop. CROP. There you go. All kind of crop border. Just crop normal. You know, multi-shape crop. You know, this is really your best friend right here. Search your current view. I mean, just type whatever you want, because look at that. All the effects are there. There's way too much. And when I say way too much, when you see one, don't forget, you click on the double line, boom, there's tons of them. All right, so if you try this little search right here, they're all there. There's just one more I would like to show you. And the one I'm looking for, don't remember exactly where it is, so guess what I'm gonna do? It's a pan. So if you're filming with a tripod, and if you want to do a good movie, bit of movement, it's always good. So this is like doing, if you had a good cameraman doing a little movement with his camera. So of course, depending of the kind of movement that you have, it might be really small movement. See right here, it's like if the cameraman was doing the movement, but the software is doing it for you. Of course, it could be a little faster, a little longer, or stuff like that. But it would give a good, you know, movement and a bit of life to your movie. Just try one more, maybe that one. Let's go. So it's doing a little zoom out. So you might not see a big difference, but when you're doing a movie, this is the kind of movement, you know, that you like. If you had two subjects, one here and one here talking, just a little movement right like that, from left to right or left to right or right to left would be good. Little bit of movement, not film if you're filming all the time with a tripod. Just having a tripod all the time from A to Z with your movie is not really a good thing. So those are really good. So that's it. I mean, of course, there's a lot of them. So if you buy Pinnacle Studio, this is a 24 version Ultimate, but there's tons of effect. Of course, depending of the version, you would have more or less effect. But even with the beginner version, there's a lot of effects that you can modify anyway. So just play with it. You'll get better, and you'll find those that you like. And that's it. So please like the video. It's always good for us. And subscribe. I'll do more stuff. And I'll be talking to you next time with fun media. See you guys.